my screen? Can you
Yeah.
see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
So we go up to we start from the top. Okay, this is not my analysis, guys. This is just some insights and some ideas from someone else I found on Cargo account, but I think I like their analysis, their idea. Also, Omar will share some insights he has. But let's go on with this. Let me start. This is where we start. So this data is, it's like we are analyzing. This person analyzed the goal scored. So against time. So he is analyzing goals scored against the time that goal was scored, and this is what he saw. When you look at this, guys, are you seeing this toolbar here with the participants? It's kind of. Are you seeing it from your side?
Yes, you can see your screen.
I think I have to get rid of it. It's how do I get? Oh, okay. As you can see, most goals are scored around half time, 45 minutes plus extra time. Do you see? This is the number of goals against the minutes. So at around the 45 minutes, that 45 plus extra time, that is when the goal starts increasing. But the highest number of goals are scored at the 90 plus extra time. Do you see?
Yeah.
Yes. So I think when we look at things like this, we can be able to understand what this data is trying to talk about. It's trying to talk about because like this event, these events, when you look at this event type, this event type 1 means we come to the encoding. Event type 1, it means an attempt. Event type 2, it means a corner. Event type 3, it means a fall. So whenever you see an event type and you see a 10, it means the encoding in the dictionary means that the 10, it was a handball. That event that happened. I think this data, Omar, this data is trying to record each and every event that happened in those football tournaments. When they start the game, after a few minutes, red card, they record that as an event. A penalty, they record that as an event. A throw, that is an event. So the first one, this event is an announcement. No, not an announcement. An attempt. An attempt. Event type 2. Let's go to now to the event type 2. Event type 2. 12 keepers. I don't know what keepers means.
Like maybe a major pass.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think it's
please.
a normal pass.
I'm sure the pass that maybe would have led to a goal or something.
Exactly,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. And side. This the second thing. The second thing is side. I'm trying to explain this row of data. You know, when we understand this one row of data, it will be easier for us to understand all these other rows, because all these other rows are they are just repeating those steps. So let's understand this first row of data, right? So side 2 means, what does side 2 mean? So we go to
means away team,
then
I think. Yeah.
away team. Okay. So the event that happened, it happened that attempt where the attempt missed something. This is the person. This is an attempt missed. Then we saw one miss. What did one mean? It is An attempt 12. It is a key pass to by the away team. Okay, so it is an attempt which is a key pass by the away team. Is it? I think is it getting? Is it okay? Is it okay? Yeah. Okay, so the event team, the event team is the hand. This is the team. This is the team, which is in our example. We saw that the event happened. The event 2 is the away team. So Hamburg SV is the away team. So Borussia Dortmund is the home team. The player that made that event is this player.
So the home team is Borussia Dortmund and the away team is Hamburg.
Exactly. So it was an attempt. This is number 1. It was what type of an attempt? It was a key pass by the away team. That away team, which is the event team, as you can see from this, the event team is the Hamburg SV team. Then who is the opponent? Of course, the opponent of the away team is the home team, right? So which is Borussia Dortmund. Who did that event? It was this person, this player is the owner of that event. Okay. So what I don't know, what do you think this player 2 means? I don't know.
I think maybe they are like, on a field, we have different players. And the one that is the keeper, the one that is we know this number now, number 7, number something. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
The player 2, to me, the player 2, like Shane. Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, let's assume now that the player 1 is that Median Patrick or something.
Yeah, the owner of the event, the person who
exactly.
is
the one who maybe the one who made the key pass that we were talking about the other time. So we can think of player 2 maybe from the opponent team, the one who intercepted the key pass.
Okay. The person who maybe if it's a tackle, okay. So
player two is the assist.
Key pass. So it's passing to this one is passing to this one. I get it. If it's a pass, it is passing to this player. If it's a red card, the red card is being done because of playing
the other person.
This player. Okay.
So does it mean the player 2 is the person who passed the player to the player who made the attempt that was made?
Yeah, if it's a pass, remember we have various attempts. We have a foul, we have a yellow card, we have a red card, we have substitution, we have a free kick. So if it's free kick, I don't know who the player 2 will be. But remember, we are talking about these events, this event type. It can be an attempt, it can be a corner, it can be a do you see? It can be a pass.
Look at the data.
Yes.
If you look at data, so you see there are many non-follows.
Yeah.
So that player 2 now, there will be sometimes maybe the player 2 has a non-follow if there's no, okay, for example, now maybe player 2 is intercepting the activity of player 1.
Yeah.
But it's only when we explore that we know. Then another place we can know is to check if player 1 and player 2 belong to the same team.
Yes.
And we can filter our data set to see that.
Whether player 1 and player 2 belongs to the same team. Okay. Now, so let's continue. Player in. What does player in means? And player out. Player in, player out.
I think that just means like substitutions in the game. When a player
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Short plays. Let's go to our encoding and look at short plays. This is the short plays. So short plays 2 means blocked. Short plays 1 means beat too high. So okay, let's go. Number 6, short plays number 6 means it was high and wide. What does that mean? High and wide, what kind of Okay,
don't
but at least we understand. Maybe it's the kind of the pass that was given. Was it high? Was it was it low? How was it? Okay. The next one is short outcome. Short outcome 2. Let's go to now to our encoding. And remember, guys, the encoding is in the dictionary. Remember, when we download the data, it comes as 3 data sets. The first is the event, the other one is the GIF, then the other is the dictionary. The dictionary is what I'm looking at. This is the dictionary now. So the short outcome, this is it. Short outcome 2, off target, on target, blocked, hit the bar. Okay. So so that was off target. So that event was off target. So is goal? No. If it's 0, no. If it's 1, yes. Okay. So I think we are understanding this data set because we cannot do anything without understanding the data set.
Elijah.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Can I have a question?
Yes.
So what at all was the project about? Like, what at all are we going to do with the
Okay. Once we are done understanding this data set, now we will continue with the analysis, which is this one, using using this example of this person. Maybe we can be able to do our analysis. Okay.
Okay.
We just need to. I think we've understood this data. Can we just proceed? Yeah.
I understand.
But the part 2, you go to the dictionary. I think you have to use the dictionary in all these things. Okay. So let's proceed. This is the first. And if you have anything, maybe you can add or you want to explain kindly. Just feel free. I'm just reading. I'm not. Let's continue. So we are analyzing goals against time. Analyzing goals against time. So goals is do you see this code, this first code? When the goal is 1, remember in the goal column we are only looking at was the goal scored or was the goal not scored. If it was scored, it's 1. If it was not scored, it's 0. So here we want only when the goals were scored, and that's why it was written 1. Okay. So this is the results of that analysis, and here we can see that most goals are scored around the half time, 45 minutes plus extra time, and around full time, as you can see, half time, and most around the full time, the 90 plus minutes.
So, please, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so for this project, we are to use sports data. So, are we like expected to perform an analysis on the data, or we are doing predictions? And if we are doing analysis, are we just to decide on what we're analyzing, or just predictions and stuff?
Omar, can you answer that?
This is like a general project. We are the ones to decide what to do with the data.
Exactly.
Whether you want to make a prediction, whether you want to analyze, anything you want to do is dependent on us. So we're trying to understand the data, then we can know what to do after understanding the data.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, when we are presenting, we have now when we start presenting, we have to tell them according to our data. We saw that for most of the goals were scored around the end of the first half, and even more at the 90 plus minute from our data. Do you see? So this is the explanation. As you can see. Okay, Omar, I don't know whether you can continue. I pick up phone here. Just continue explaining. Just a minute.
Okay. So I'm gonna continue. Okay.
I have a question. Sorry.
Okay.
I want to ask that this thing that who is even displaying screen, is it Elijah?
I can explain. You can ask me. You mean who's gonna present it?
Yeah.
Well, as we haven't decided yet, but actually
No,
it's
no.
not
Okay,
the.
okay, don't worry, don't worry. I was asking who was doing this presentation just this minute, like now. But don't worry
Like
about that. So what I wanted to ask
Ah,
is,
Yes.
yeah, I wanted to ask that this thing is already looking as if we already did the project. So like, is it that
Okay,
you got the,
I'm using somebody else's somebody else's work. So, but
is
we
it that
can
you
even
did this yourself?
yeah.
Is it that you did this yourself or you saw it somewhere?
I saw it
no,
somewhere.
I saw it somewhere. Yeah.
I downloaded this, but I
Okay.
had to understand this. I understood the analysis, and
Okay.
that's why I'm explaining, because we can
I
get
get, I get.
insights
We
from this.
can use, yeah, we can use such
Idea.
plots or such charts in our
Hmm.
presentation. We can get
Yeah.
ideas from these analysis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I get. Thank you.
Omar, continue just a minute.
Okay, but bro, can you send me the link of the? I mean, I want to explain on the same data or on the same notebook, because mine is kind of different.
Oh, I get you. I think. Oh, let me just continue. I will share the link. I will share the link in the group for everybody to see. Actually, I think I should do it right away. Let me do it right away as we are talking.
Yeah, that would be very good.
Yeah, you
Thank
can do
you.
it now.
Thank you.
Just let me stop sharing. Then I send you the. Then we shall be back and continue, because we have a lot. We have a lot. You see, we have a lot. We are going to discuss within these few minutes. Let me share. Let me share it with the group. You can continue talking about the data, not to be that side.
Okay, because I was waiting for you. I can start
I
sharing.
fell asleep. Okay, let me send.
Wait, guys, I suppose you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay. So this is, I did also some of my work, my analysis on the data. I did something similar to what you have seen, but I also did something else. Like, for example, like top 10 goal makers. I made this plot on the teams that has the most goals, and also the players that made the most goals in this data set. What else I did here? Yeah, here I made a pie chart for the goal locations, where most of the goals got, the location of the goals. You can see here it's in the bottom left corner of the, and there. What else? Also, I did a pie chart on the location of the shots on the field that has an outcome of goal. Most of it was center of the box, which is inside, like a close to the. What else? What time? Most goals scored. This is something similar to what Ilya showed. We can see at almost 45 minutes or before 45 minutes. When is the most substitutions happen? It's I believe in the beginning of the second half. And also this is yeah, approaching the ending, I guess, before 90. Or the beginning of the extended period or extended time. When do the red cards happen also? We can see it's around also 40. I don't know why everything is almost at 45 minutes and almost in the end. This is just, I believe, just because of the there is so much pressure on the team and the players gets more aggressive.
Yeah,
That's why.
especially during the 90th minute, even the yellow cards. You can see a lot of people are getting yellow.
Yeah, they begin
Nobody
killing
is
each
holding-
other.
Nobody is worrying that when I get the red card, I might take my.
Omar,
Yeah.
I've sent.
if you could explain the code to like the
Okay,
code, yeah.
which one? This one, for example, this is a histogram plot. What I did here, see event type equals 6, which is red card. Well, let me open the, where is it? Ah, it's in here. Event type 6. Can you see the, yeah, I believe you can see the dictionary also on the right side. Event type, yeah, see event type 6 here, which is a red card, and I used it to,
Okay.
I use it to just get the red cards from the dataset, not all the dataset. And I also put time here just to show the timing in here from the dataset. 100 is they call it bins. This is each bar or each rectangle is a bin. So 100 means 100 bins. So for each minute, there gonna be one bin or one rectangle. Color is red. It's pretty much logical, just because it's red card, so I put red in here. PLTX label, put this, makes this label, and the Y label do the same, but for the Y axis. Title, make this title, and you can put some modification on the font size and color also. So these are made the same.
Maybe you can copy the code and copy it below there and put the event type of 3. We see false. How false occur against time. Copy the whole of that code and change the event type.
I get inspired also. Like this is not like this didn't come to my mind right away, but I saw it and I just adjusted this line to make it matching my data frame and my just the namings, you know. This I made a DF. Some people may call it events. It's up to you, but it's the same idea. Mostly all of these are the same method, plt.histogram.
Can you try and maybe change the go back just a little there just a little bit there change the event type to
something else. Okay, wait. Let me check.
3 is the false number of false.
I will put corner here, make it 2, and we'll see when most of the corners happen.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually amazed how we have pros in this group.
Yeah, almost. Bro, there is something with the 45 minutes. We should check this.
A lot of corners are happening.
Everything is happening in the end. Okay, let's try something else.
Let's see the false. Put a 3. A 3 is the false.
Yeah, what did you say?
Foul? Okay, foul. Let's see
let's see fouls. Yes, someone is also suggesting something.
Yeah, I did.
No, I said no, you're done with the project.
See, bro, also 45, around 90.
Yeah.
We should investigate this. We should check it out. There might be something in the data set itself that made this spark in here. Because I'm starting to get suspicious about this thing. Penalty.
Penalty
Okay.
11.
Okay, 11.
Yeah. So is everybody understanding what we are doing? Because that is the
Yeah.
most important part.
Yes, we
Penalty.
understand.
Yeah, this one is different.
The
If
Yeah,
this
pros
is
have
like
the pros have done the work already.
Uh, now you see a lot of penalties during the night. I think a lot of events happen during the 90th minute. This is the,
Yeah.
the minute where the
Yeah.
game can start to be something different, like especially now during the World Cup season. This is something very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to extract the exact time of this part. No, maybe
Yeah.
I'll do it for the next time. But
But is
okay,
it how it
let's
is in real
continue.
life? In real life football?
It is. This is what happens in real life football, actually. This is exactly
Really?
what. Are you not a fan of football?
No, I'm not. Though.
This is
Apparently not at all. She doesn't even watch football at all. That's why.
that is
So
the
my visualizations here end actually, and I started working on the building models and like for prediction. So the idea I have in my mind is to try to predict the possibility of a goal based on the location of the shot. If it's shot,
Amazing. That was what came to my mind. Nice, nice.
also we can use like who shot that ball. Yeah, who made that shot? Who in which team he was playing? Who was the opponent's team? Which body part he used? Is it like a head shot or a leg shot? Right foot, left foot, something like that. This is what came in my mind. This is what I'm thinking about to do. But which model we need to use for this, I'm not sure actually. I was trying to I checked here some of the made correlation. They call it, this is a heat map, guys. It's just shows you if there is any correlation between variables. So
yeah.
and what I have to see here, that like the highest I got is between shot outcome and is a goal, which is, I don't know why it's in the negative. It should be
You know,
and
negative, it means that
It's
even
called.
there's
it's inverse.
yeah, it's
There's no
inverse.
correlation or something.
But still, even though it's too low
The
to
short place.
consider it a correlation, it's like it's 0.4. It's not like 0.7 or 0.8. I mean, there is no high
No
numbers in here
correlation.
at all. So
I
I
think what you
think
can do, go to the short outcome encoding, the dictionary, and see what that, maybe that's the
okay,
reason it's negative. Go to the short outcome.
okay, on target.
Target, two off target, blocked, hit.
So
So it's
on target
yeah,
means goal,
yes, not
and
a
his
goal.
goal
Actually,
is one.
does it mean a goal?
No. On targets can mean
Yeah,
probably a goal, but then the shot was blocked or something, but then it was on target.
but this is a bit confusing because we also have blocked there. So okay.
Was it shot outcome? Yeah, shot outcome. Yes, here equals okay, let's say 1. Oh wait.
Equals, you have to put two equals.
Yeah, exactly. So where is his goal? His goal. Oh yeah, there is 1-0, 1-0. So it's not all shot outcomes not all on target is a goal. Yeah. Okay.
I can't see. Oh, yes, I have seen your screen.
Yeah, exactly what I was explaining.
Yeah. It is quite interesting. The person who made this data really did a lot of work.
Exactly. There's a lot of things to do. So we should select some the analysis part. Which
I think someone has a question.
No. Is it the meter number? Put the
Yes.
meter number in it. I will give you the meter number. You don't say that one. No.
Mike.
Julius Marco,
Is it a
please,
question?
you have to mute your microphone.
Oh, it's not a question. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Elia, you can continue some of the.
Okay. That was very good, Omar. At least people have seen what is happening, because when you see a visualization, you don't know how that visualization is coming. You have to play around with those events, like the way you are trying to play around with them sometimes some minutes ago.
Sorry, I have something to say.
Yes, please.
Okay, so for your model, you built a model to predict whether a goal scored or not, right?
Yeah,
Abi?
that is one of the model. We can use a lot of models. Omar wanted to predict if a goal is scored. Omar, you wanted to predict if a goal.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that if you're trying to predict whether a goal occurred or not, I don't think it's a regression task. It should be a classification task. Do you get?
Yeah, it should.
It's logistic. I use logistic regression, which is a classification, but it
Okay,
didn't.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm gonna try to do. Okay.
But Omar, I think we use the regression that we were taught, linear and then the rest. What do you think?
In this analysis, when you look at those projects that people from data storytelling were given, they were given machine learning and they have not done machine learning. So they want you to go beyond what you have been taught. I have a friend who is in storytelling, but they were given purely stock prediction. That is purely machine learning. So you have to go beyond. Okay.
You can use any type of regression.
Yes.
I think we should try. I don't know. I will try decision trees or random forest or maybe gradient boosting. It's like we didn't.
Yeah, I feel gradient boosting is okay. If you know someone that can use it.
Hello, Elijah.
Yeah, come again. I didn't. Yes.
Yes, no, this is what I was saying in the last meeting, that we should, so that we have a way forward, we should have been divided in groups such that we know who is working on what. Like now, you can have a team that is inspired by who can actually look at the data set if we need to build any model or not. Instead of us just going back, now we've not even finished with the exploratory data analysis. We're already talking about the model building. If you have a team already, they will be working on the model building. While some people currently working on the exploratory data analysis. So those working on the model building, that will be their tasks. They will be prepared, looking for, okay, what model should we use? What should we look out for? What variable should we look out for? They're only waiting for the clean data from the data cleaning parts.
Yeah, I get your point. I think what we can do, maybe we can finish where we were, then maybe give Omar, let me share my screen so that we can finish where we start. Then at there
you can start.
Okay. Let me open it.
Ilya, I think we cannot hear you. I don't know. Or is it just me?
I was muted. Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay.
Muted myself. So the next thing is analyzing home and away goals. And so how is it being analyzed by the plot above shows this is the plot. As you can see, for every minute, most of the goals scored are by the home side. The blues, this blue is the home side. So they are analyzing number of goals against minutes, number of goals against minutes, and also using the side. Do you see? This is the side, okay? So what did they get? This supports the general notion that the home side has a statistical advantage. As you can see, the home side has more goals. That is the second analysis. Analyzing how and where goals are scored. Guys, I have shared this notebook, so you can be able to check the code later. Analyzing how and where goals are scored. This is it. Percentage of body parts. Right foot. So 55% of the goals scored were scored using the right foot, while 27.6% of the goals were scored using the left foot. The rest were scored using the headers. And as you can see, most players use the right foot. Okay. This is the same logic being explained here, but now using a histogram. Most of the goals, slightly more than half, scored by right-footed, followed by left-footed, and lastly by headers. Perhaps this might be because the majority of humans are right-footed, and hence most players are right-footed. So it is also not surprising that most goals have been scored by foot and not the head. After all, soccer is meant to be played by the foot. You see, so a big percentage of the goals that were scored using the foot. Are we okay with that, guys? Can I proceed? Yeah, I think I can. So percentage of situation under which those goals were scored. So 70% of the goals were scored on an open play. So a ball was kicked by the goalkeeper. It went all the way to the 3% of the goals were scored by direct free kick, and 11% were scored using corners. Perhaps as Omar, you can tell us, you can remind me what set piece meant. Someone was trying to explain set piece.
Set piece. When there is a foul and it's not a direct shot. The player one shoot it to someone, and then the other guy made the goal. The other player made the goal.
Yeah. Okay. This is the same thing being explained by using now a histogram. Number of goals scored against time during a match, but now using open play, hoping the situation now, the situation for the goals. Let's go on. As you can see, about 70.8% of the goals are from open play. Now let's go to the location of those goals. We can see that 64.5% of the goals were long range, were goals from around the box. So, and this is 19.4% were cross range goals. Then 8.1% were penalties. Of all the goals scored, this is 64.5% of all the goals that scored during all those matches are from around the box, followed by cross range goals, then the 8.1%, which is penalties. Then the list there is 1.8%. I can't see the color. It's long range goals. An example where the goalkeeper of this side will kick a ball and he scores on the other side. I think that is it.
What does it mean from goals not recorded?
Goals not recorded. Goals not recorded. What does that mean? Goals not recorded.
I believe there is a portion of the goals that were not documented in the data set. That like there is an not available
Don't fall under any
data set.
classification.
NA,
They are not
NA values.
penalties. They are not penalties. They are not close range. They are not recorded. Is it?
Yeah, it's just yeah, exactly. Just goals, but they were not recorded how they made the goal, or at least in the data set, there is no details on that goal.
It doesn't fall under any
Missing something,
categories.
yeah.
No category of all these 5. So it is recorded as and not recorded. It is not recorded. Is that answered? Let's proceed.
Yeah.
Okay. So analyzing assists. This is assist now. Goal scored against assist. So so this means that 5% of the goals, that 5% of the goals of the assist or passes, that 5% of the goals scored were under pass. Pass assist. How do I connect this? A pass happened so that goal would happen, okay? A pass happened so that goal would happen. How would I explain that during presentation? Henry, come and help here. How would you explain that during presentation?
It's okay. I don't know, we should divide our presentation to analysis part and data, like model building part, because it's data science, not data analyst internship mainly. So I think they will consider, or they will ask us about models and accuracy scores, etc., something like that. So we cannot show them all the drawings or all the charts like this. I mean, it will take a lot of time.
Can't explain everything. So we just put it there, but we won't explain. We just put it there for them to see during presentation, but we won't spend a lot of time talking about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So here that 5%.
Sorry, I have a suggestion.
Yes, please.
For this presentation, if we have like 10 minutes or so, it would be wiser to select some charts to show. Instead of like putting everything down, just scrolling through it. The charts that will actually like drive more, give more insight, we should highlight them and remove the rest. And then we just leave like a little space for modeling. That way we can present and we'll still be like within the time limits. Do you get?
Yeah. So we should put our major concentration on the part of
the charts that are really like giving major insights, not just all the charts.
Okay, not all of them. Then we also concentrate more on the models, okay? Because
yes, exactly.
I think trying to put a model inside this thing will make it more interesting. So let me
this presentation.
I think it's between 16th and 20th. 16th and 20th. Because I've been advised to set the list by 19th. I've been advised to set the list by 19th.
Okay, and did they like tell you the time limit for each group? So you know what
presentation?
Yeah, presentation time limit.
It's usually 5 minutes.
Yeah. If it's 15 minutes per group or 20, or
it's 5. It's 5. I have watched several presentation in YouTube on YouTube. It's 5. Maybe they decide to change this time, but normally it's 5. We should prepare for 5.
Okay, so we have to like cut down on this work. Maybe we'll do like PowerPoint slides where we'll just take screenshots of the graphs and model evaluation, the evaluation scores, and put it in a slide. Then we'll
Can I
just use
add
that.
something, guys? I believe they sent something on the Slack saying that that they will send some kind of templates, yeah, for the presentation, or
We'll just
we are just waiting for them. So at least we can understand which points they want us to focus on. Is it just the model building, or we'll see, like what do they want actually in the presentation?
Yeah,
I think if you ever go to their YouTube channel, we can see
yes,
examples of those that are presented in the past.
Oh, okay. But
yes.
what,
Actually, was yes, yes.
what do you think if we ask them like the things they need from the presentation or from the project?
Okay. I think what we can do is that maybe if there is a possibility of including a model in our results, let's make sure we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the best thing. If there is a chance, because they will ask that question. I have seen those presentations on YouTube, and they are a bit tense. So if there is a possibility of including at least one model of predicting anything, let's just add it.
So actually, if you see the mail they sent to us, there's a place they said we would suggest that QAs should have a small subset group from the main group solely to document the project and to prepare for the presentation material. See an example here for a project documentation. So
Can you share? Can I allow you to share and explain to us? Sure.
I'm on my phone.
Okay.
Unless I just want to share screen on my.
You can. Let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing so that.
Let me try that.
Yeah, guys, and it's a very good thing that you are finding time to discuss this. It's very important. Let me look at the page, that message too.
Okay. Does anybody see my screen yet? I don't think so.
No, not yet.
No.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about this one?
No, I can't see your own. I'm coming, please.
Okay. Because if it's this one, maybe you can explain as I scroll for you. Is it this one?
I can't see your own screen now.
Okay.
What am I doing?
Okay. So Victor had suggested that we share these roles out so that at least we can use them this one, because like he's doing the documentation, and we have to make sure that he will have an easy time, because I understand that documentation is not easy.
Yeah.
Documentation is not an easy thing. It's actually one of the of the toughest jobs. So let's divide the person how we are going to do these models.
So how do we divide ourselves in groups?
Any suggestion is welcome. Let's just give suggestion, because
Elijah,
Let's try
yes,
volunteering. Like
as I said,
someone like me now,
we are dividing into
EDA,
groups.
some might be
Create a Google form, then you put all the stages that we need. We need data cleaning, we need exploratory data analysis, we need model building, we need presentation. So people will definitely volunteer for whichever role they want to volunteer for. Then we'll be able to, okay, so number of people have volunteered for data exploratory data analysis. So number of people have volunteered for data cleaning. We have maybe 5 people volunteering for model building. We have 2 people volunteering for presentation. So we know whoever is not working will be able to say, okay, so you've not done your work. When are you presenting to us on this? When are you giving us update on this?
Yeah.
Can I add something? The problem is you cannot divide all these steps by different individuals, because the way you do data cleaning is different than the way I do it, and also
Exactly.
so I
I get
cannot
what you are
just
saying.
basically take your data and then, I mean, it
Omar,
just doesn't work this way. Yeah, tell me.
yeah, I get your point, but this is how it works. We can't do data cleaning the same way. Agreed. That's why we have stand-up meeting like this. So when I do my data cleaning, like 4 people do their data cleaning, they push their data cleaning to GitHub. Everybody will explain what they did in the data cleaning. Then you say, okay, is this thing needed? Then we merge it together. We bring the idea of the 4 people together to give a final data cleaning. So it's not as if when they volunteer for data cleaning, whatever they do is the final. No. So what they do, they present to us, okay, those are the data clean. They will present to us, okay, this is what they clean. Then all of us will agree and see if what they clean is right or not, if we should go ahead with their work. So their data cleaning is not like the final data cleaning. Do you understand?
I
I have a
agree with
suggestion.
Victor.
All this stuff is cumulative. You can't build a model on data that has not been cleaned. You can't visualize data that has not been cleaned. So
Yeah.
you saying that split into groups, then when we meet, we'll be pitching what you have done. The model builders won't be able to pitch because they have not gotten clean
So they are
data.
dependent on each other.
Visualizers won't be able to pitch. So if we're doing this, the data cleaners rather, they'll have to work first and fast. Then they'll give their
I think each one of us will have to work on his own side, and then we will some kind of presentation, and then we can select like a chart from me and another chart from Ilya, or another approach from Victor, and we basically make like a voting or something to agree on which is the best way to present our analysis. Another thing also, maybe we might distribute model selection, or like I will use a certain type of model approach, because I believe each model has like we have to prepare the data for this model itself. So I don't have too much experience in model building, but I think each model has its own like needs a certain type of data preparation.
Yes. Each model
So
needs their data preparation, the specific tuning. In fact, the model building team can actually start their work while they are still waiting for the clean data. They can do their feature engineering. So when the clean data is ready and we've agreed on the clean data, they can adjust whatever model they build based on the clean data while they are still working on their own side. The essence of all this thing is such that we don't just lag by the time the presentation is coming close.
Yeah, I get your point. So I think in this data set we can create a lot of models. So we also have to decide which model we are going to, because there was I was looking at though. Let me read it for you. In the notebook that I was reading, they tried predicting the accuracy of those of. Can we say that like when you look at odds, if when betting there is an odd, there is the home, draw, and away. Okay, so They are trying to predict whether if they say that I'm liking how to explain this. I don't know. Okay, accuracy, but guessing. Okay, we can see that this model yields about the same or even worse accuracy than by just guessing based on the odd. I think when you look at the notebook I shared, in the bottom, you will see that what they are trying to. I'm also struggling to understand these models, but we shall see what to do. There are a lot of models.
Can we divide the models on us? Let's say like we distribute the models on us. So each one of us will work on certain model and prepare the data for that model, and then we can have a meeting to discuss accuracies we got from each model. Maybe it could be a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because model is the biggest part of this analysis. Actually, this project, because it's like we already have the analysis. We just use those analyses which we've just seen, but we don't have models. Those analyses we've just seen, they don't have models. None of them have models. Actually, those people are avoiding a lot to do models, so we have to do it ourselves. We have to try and think what model can we put in this data. So what are we going to list the possible kind of models we can use? Or what are you talking? What are you what do you mean by model, Omar? What do you mean? I might be getting it.
When I say model, like which model we use, logistic regression, linear regression, classification, of decision trees, or random forest, or I mean, even though we haven't reached this part of models, I mean, in the stage C, we will start seeing such things, I believe, right? Like nonlinear models.
Yeah.
It's correct. I haven't checked the stage C yet, to be honest, but I believe they will give us such models.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to look at the kind of the possible models that they had put. That part of models is kind of challenging, but we shall see. We shall see what.
There is a model called XG something.
XGBoost.
No, not XGBoost. I think something related just for football. Like they have even their own website. They use this model for betting.
Okay.
Wait, I believe I have. Yeah, it's called XG. Can I share my screen for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Screen to share. So, yeah, this one. It's called the XG model. Expected goals. So he's talking about it, and they have their own. I don't know. It seems like advanced way. This is their website. It's like they are making it an AI, I guess. Also looks like. Look, this is pretty advanced, and this is pretty sick.
This is a little bit advanced.
This is more advanced. I mean, I wish I can do such work, but this is no.
Idea. We can give the idea. What are they
and
trying
there's
to
this guy made work on it, or did some work on it, I guess.
So what do they try to predict in that XG goals? What do they predict? Do they predict whether a team will score?
See first attack. Okay, expected goal or an attempt to quantify how likely it is that a certain shot results in a goal. It's like something similar to what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Why not?
What did you want to do? What did you want to do?
I wanted to predict if a shot, the possibility of a shot is a goal or not, based on the location of the shot, based on like who made the shot, the team, such all these features might have some contribution
So,
on the prediction on the goal, let's say.
okay. So a suggestion maybe this is one of the just go back to that
You mean this one?
no, the notepad, the place you wrote they are trying to predict possibility of a goal based on location of the shot. So can we also try to predict the possibility of a goal based on other factors? Because that is also another possible prediction that we can do.
What do you mean by
Factors.
another factors? Which is
Other factors like time of the match, maybe predicting goals depending on time. If we say it's the 90th minute, what is the possibility that a goal will be scored? That's what I am trying to do. I don't know whether.
But I mean,
in my mind, all of what is in my mind is thinking about the resulting factor, which is, I mean, the goal of the football, which
the target is the goal.
The target is to go. So I'm like, can we check the factors that are contributing? For example, if a footballer is maybe kicking the ball with maybe the hand or the side.
Exactly. Yes, that's
what
what I was
trying
to say.
Where the ball is being played with the target. Is there any correlation between? So I think you can use all those inputs.
Yeah, and the first one is that Omar has used. Omar, you are looking at the possibility of a goal happening due to the position or what?
Due to such things, due to such features. This one.
Yeah, exactly. These are actually this is what we have to do. We have to, and the target is the goal. The target is the goal. So we already have the target column, which is the goal. The goal column being a 0 column.
Then people that play all this bet, is it bet Nigeria? People that predict this thing, like there's a way they do it, and they be like people that does bet, they understand some of these things. So I think the main, when I read the data set, they were saying something about things that can keep football watchers more like excited. You're anticipating the next. I don't know how to put it, like something like that. The target is the goal.
For betting reasons also. I think when we have the target being the goal, then we can all try and get the other variables by trial and errors until we get the value that collectively predicts goals. The variable that collectively predict goals. I think generally we have gotten the idea of what this data was talking about. We can go on beyond what we had planned. That is good. We had planned that today we are going to meet and explain and explore the data. We have explored the data. We have seen what the data is talking about. Now the data is not that it's not that strange now. So what we can do, maybe in the group we can like Victor suggested, we can discuss in the group.
So I think somebody was talking about division of task, but what is coming to my mind that because so that we'll not have a dependent thing, like somebody that wants to do the model is waiting for those that want to clean. Just thinking if we all can go first phase, let everybody do their cleaning or something. just that everybody will be involved and also learn through the process. You get, so because of course we are going to go for the best one and somebody that knows it like very well. But so everybody could learn through the process. Maybe we first
Yeah.
go and do exploration, then from then everybody go again, try different models. We pick the best model, then like finalize the project. That's what is coming to my mind. So everybody could learn together.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
main point
yeah.
is we all work, so we all learn together. That's why I'm saying, like, to each one of us has to try to make the whole project by himself. And also it's a thing that you can add your work to GitHub to make it part of your portfolio. And
Definitely.
because it's really important to make a portfolio. It's even more important than the certifications in
Exactly.
general.
Uh-huh.
So that answers the question that Ridwan has asked in the chat. How many roles do we have? I think now what we can do is everybody should try as much as possible to work on the data by themselves, and and give us your own view. What model should we use? What exploration has been used? Yeah, but the biggest part is the model. That is where we should concentrate on the models. When should we meet next?
Yeah, I wanted to show the project and documentation parts. So I'm seeing an example of the project documentation. So when I click here, that's the mail I was talking about. So this is a group presentation, August 21 Premier Project presentation. This is for human resource analytics. So they did like, maybe this is like introduction. They talked about the aim. So we need to have the aim and the objective of what we are doing. Then the flow process, more like a flow diagram. Data source, data
Oh,
creation.
so this is the template. Okay.
Yes. So they talked about the data sourcing, data preparation, model training, all that, the source of the data. This is data preparation.
So we have to. So there must be a model. There must be a model.
There's a model. And then model deployment, the results, and therefore it's just like they're doing normal 10 paper.
There is no technical data in this one. There is no code involved. There is nothing. It's just what's the aim? How did we do it?
Yes.
What is the conclusion? There is nothing.
It's not that complicated when we have already what we need. If we have the model, we just have to explain it.
Yeah.
Now the assignment that we should have right now is everybody should try and look for a model that we can use in our data. We see that the target value is the goal. You can also try and look for other target values, but I think the major one, which is actually out here, is the goal. So we try and get other models that we can add in our analysis. With that, everything will be okay. We have the exploration already. So, Victor, what do you think? Do you think we done it the right way?
Yeah.
So everybody should look at the data by themselves, try to create a model so that when we are meeting the next by date 10, we should meet today is 7. Let's meet on 10.
If 10, the next September would be good.
The next?
I mean, no. What's September? Saturday.
It will be on. Is it okay for us to meet on Saturday or Sunday? Can we meet on? Let's give ourselves time. Let's give ourselves time so that at least when we meet on Monday, let's meet on Monday.
Wait, when is the deadline for the presentation? Again?
The deadline is 16th. Oh, so let's meet on Sunday. Let's meet on Sunday, where we have like 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have like 4 days. Should we meet on Monday or Sunday? We need time to look at these models. Also, we need time for documentation. Let's not forget, we need time for documentation and everything else.
I think documentation and presentation will not take a lot of time. You know, you have seen it's just we put aim of the project, a small chart of
Yeah.
the process, begin in the beginning importing data, then cleaning, then did EDA, do EDA, and then it's not too much complicated. But the model building and itself, that's what takes time because and the data wrangling and data modification manipulation takes time.
So let's do it on Monday.
Okay.
And when we decide
Sunday or
on
Monday,
Monday,
I'm okay with both.
Yeah. Those are 5 days. I think now everybody will be okay with 5 days. 5 days is okay so that everybody can have time for themselves and have time to look at this data.
All
Okay.
right. So what's the deadline for submitting the project?
Yes, come again.
I
What
was
did you say?
asking the deadline for project
The deadline
submission.
is 16. We need to submit the project by 16th of
Okay.
December. So after we present, after we have our last, I think this should be our that meeting and the most important meeting on Monday. This is let's agree. This is the most important meeting because we shall be discussing the model which everybody has found. Then we decide on what model to go with. Then after that, maybe the next thing is now documenting and.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But sorry, guys. I think are we done with the meeting? Sorry.
Yes, we are.
Okay. I wanted to say something. Like I was just thinking, like, how come many guys here are very good with Python? What are you guys doing in this internship?
No, you can't say that.
Ah,
That's not true. We are all
you-
learning. We are all
you
learning.
what did you
Huh?
say?
You always have something to learn. I'm not good. I'm not good in Python. I'm just an intermediate level in Python. I'm not good in.
Me too.
Yeah.
What I did,
Okay.
I took courses in data camp. Like I was learning Python since April, the past April, and that's why I know some coding. And the internship didn't like it's not a teaching.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not.
not. Mm.
It's just mostly you apply what skills you had before, or if you're fast enough to learn it on their time. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to learn
Yeah.
this internship.
True. I
So
was
you
just thinking maybe I'm the dull one, or I'm not just serious with my life or something.
no. I actually can
No.
recommend something that you can use. I can recommend something that you can use actually. Let me share something very very fast so that so that this is data quest. Omar has talked about
I didn't know
data
this.
quest.
Data
It's all
quest.
talking. Data quest only deals with data, nothing else. No software engineering, no nothing. It's only
Data.
now when I choose this path, it's loading. Let me click enroll for free.
Is it free?
Actually, I have access for this only. I got and I had a scholarship for 1 year. You can try to look for those scholarships. They are out there. So do you see Introduction to Python for Programming? It's only talking about Python for programming in data science. Like when you look at this, not that one, intermediate, do you see?
Yeah.
Yes, training and preparing data in Python, Python data analysis, basic object-oriented working with
And
data.
it does projects too. So the guided
Yes.
project. Wow.
Pandas. It's explaining pandas, NumPy, Boolean with NumPy, introduction to pandas, all this. Now, by the time you are finishing this, I am telling you whatever we are discussing in this thing, you understand. I think I completed a different one. I don't know which it is. So if you want to run this thing, try to look for some of these courses.
Yeah, I did the same. I finished the data scientist path in data camp.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm just looking at data camp
good
now,
thing-
but
there is no videos here. They don't do
Ah.
videos. They don't do
Okay.
videos. The videos will make you lazy. Don't use videos. I would not. Videos
No,
will make
bro,
you
it helps. It helps. Look,
Yeah,
the
okay.
data camp approach, they were telling that they will give you 5 minutes video and then you will do the coding by yourself. Like they will give you an exercise right after. So I don't know. I like videos more.
This is how they teach. They teach this one. Let me show you. Let me start with the first one. This is pandas.
there's no
Pandas.
video too.
Go to next. You do your own coding here. You submit. You test whether you've gotten right. You scroll.
Nice.
You see, you have instructions. They teach you, then they give instruction to follow. There is no video here. You have to learn by doing. You have to do it yourself. Then when you finish, it's the only time you are allowed to go to the next one. It's a very interesting thing. You learn a lot. So just try to look for such things. They will really help you.
Thank
Elijah,
you very
that
much.
data course is not free.
It is not. I told you that I did it and I got a scholarship for 1 year. That's why
So don't you know anyone that's free?
yes.
Which of them?
Those that are free.
Was paid. Maybe a paid stuff. Anybody that knows machine learning very well, basically, let's talk business. I have an assignment. I have assignments on deep learning.
Myself, I'm not good in machine learning, so I wouldn't.
Me too. I'm good at just analyzing, but nothing.
By the time we are done with this internship, I believe now you can bring all those assignments and we do them.
I don't think so. I have deadline of the 18th to submit.
By that time, you shall be having now another one with the deadline at time. We shall be competing for who will be taking that assignment. But for now, let's learn. Thank you very much.
Okay.
We shall
Thank
meet
you.
on the wall. Make sure that you've put a tick on the form that I sent on the group. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Good night. Oh my God, an hour and a half almost.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.